welcome back to the podcast. This is Dare to Be Aware, and I am your host, Alvi. Um, welcome. Um, this is the first podcast that I am recording video for. Let's see how it goes. I have improvised with the uh, with the setup. Um, and yeah, I've been going through some technical issues. Um, I'm not extremely tech savvy, but I can hold my own. So let's see. I'm just gonna push through. You might hear some background noise, things going on, but yeah, we're gonna push through. Um, so if you didn't know, right, this podcast is just about me chatting about my life experiences and the lessons I've learned through those experiences, and I bring them to you wholeheartedly, honestly, earnestly, so that you know it can bring some enlightenment to you and to your life, and may very well be that you're going through the same things. And so this is my way of releasing and connecting to the masses. um, I feel like I have a lot to offer as an individual, as a person. Um, so yeah, this is why I do it. And so on that note, um, today's podcast is just gonna be um, about adaptation and how important it is as an individual to be able to adapt. I mean, inherently, us humans we are built for it. We're built to adapt. And I have been coined a master of adaptation, not by myself, but by my peers and by some people who, have seen me operate in different environments and amongst different people. And so I really took that to heart, and I feel like um, that's amazing. You know, I I cherish that title, even even if it's to the lowest degree. But um, the truth is that I do embrace that as an individual and as a human, because I feel like I've gone through a lot of shit, and I've been able to persevere. And so I think that's what it's all about ultimately. um, so I want to talk about why I'm like that and why I can claim that. And it's really because um, back in 2016, I decided to leave my hometown. I grew up in the suburbs in Jersey, and you know, there were some circumstances that really pushed me to get out of here and live outside, of my bounds. And um, it's been to this point the most important decision that I've ever made, and the most developmental for my growth, for everything, my career. Um, I left to New York City in 2016, May of 2016, on a limb. Like, there were things going on around me that I did not identify with, and I wasn't going to be a part of any longer. And so um, I got a job. um, I was commuting for a little bit as I got acclimated to commuting and to going back and forth. I kind of dipped my feet into it a little bit, and then I came across an opportunity to move into a place in Astoria, and I did it. And so I just want to, like, I want to point out how hard it is, right? but how doable it is at the same time. And it's really just committing to it and just making it happen. Now, you know, I can't say that I did it seamlessly and that I just made the decision and like there was no pushback, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm out of here," and I just dipped. No, I didn't. It took me a couple of months after I got the job in the city, um and commuting back and forth, obviously to also plan it and find the right place, but mentally, um to be able to branch out and do that. It took me a little bit. And I'll tell you about the point at which I had packed my bags. I had a little Honda Civic, little green EX Honda Civic. It was overheating on me crazy, and I had some mechanical issues with it, but that's not important. I'm just saying that I was about to embark on this journey with a vehicle that wasn't ready for the journey. And so it's synonymous to me, right? Because I was myself as a vehicle was not ready for the journey, and I just decided to take it. And I was in my driveway for, I would say, like 2 or 3 hours, um, just pondering, thinking, opining about the journey ahead. And I had my vehicle packed to the brim. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, like, there was a fan that I was bringing that was like on my neck like this, and I was like trying to, you know what I mean? Um, and so it took me a minute just to get out of the driveway after having everything packed. Um, and in those moments, you know, that's when you really decide, like, who do you want to be? You know? What do you want to do? Do you want to live in mediocrity your whole life? Do you want to excel? Do you want to move forward? Right? And that was a crossroad that we should all face ourselves with. Like, we should all push ourselves to that point. I forgot what book I was reading, but the author was talking about how it's so important to live on your edge, meaning that you don't live at a point where it exceeds your capabilities, nor do you live at a point that is below your capabilities, but you live on the edge of, like, damn, should I be doing this? Like, damn, can I do this? Or, or, you know, at a point where you're like, oh, this is light work. Like, I do this like nothing, right? Because then that's complacency. And so it's so important to live on that edge. And living on that edge will push you to find out just inherent things about yourself that you would never be able to find out unless you had put yourself in that situation, on that edge, on the brink of just like giving everything up, right? And that's where you're supposed to live. Um, supposed to, that's kind of a hard thing to say, but like ideally you want to live on that edge. And excuse me. And so I want to dare you guys to be aware of your edge. You know what I mean? I dare you to be aware of your complacency and of of where you can go. Um, and it's so important as a developmental stage in your life. You need to be pushing yourself to a point where you're in extreme doubt. Extreme doubt. I saw a TikTok video today about some billionaire who's saying, um, he was saying, you're not supposed to know where you're gonna be a week from now. Like, you need to be at a point where you don't know where you're gonna be a week from now. And that's an ambiguous statement, yes, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I could be doing such great shit in 1 week. Like in 1 week, I have the capabilities. I have put down the footprints right now, and I have walked through this path that in a week can lead me to a door or another path, right? That can be life changing, or that can literally be something that I could never imagined of, right? And in order to get to that point, you gotta live on your edge, and that means facing those fears that you have, and that means just like identifying what you've been doing for so long and then doubling it, right? And pushing it forward. Um, so back to the adaptation, right? Like once you do these things, you begin to notice that you can adapt to anything. Um, and then at this point, that's when your gifts start to shine, right? That's when you notice, damn, I'm nice with the words. Like, I just had a conversation with a surgeon for an hour, right? And we were both so engaged. And this guy has years of experience on me. I can't even touch the guy's surface when it comes to education and expertise and experience. Like, I can't even touch him. But I am, right? On an in-person, on a basic level, like I'm able to adapt to this conversation. And then it goes from conversation to then experience, right? To then a job. Then it's like everything is on the edge. Like once you live on the edge for everything, it just opens those doors. And that's when it's like, damn, next week I don't know what I could be doing, right? Because I just applied to a job that I may very well not be even remotely qualified for. But at the same time, I could get a call back. Why? Because, I have the basic requirements. I might not have the level of, I might not have the years of experience that you need, but someone could read this and be like, hey, he's got the bachelor's, he's in the industry, he's got a referral from someone who's pretty reputable. Let's give him a shot. And that's what I think that billionaire meant on that TikTok video when he said, you gotta live as if you don't know what you're gonna do in 1 week. You don't know where you're gonna be in a week. And that's so powerful. And so I want to dare you guys to be aware of that median, right? Of that crossroad. Because for me, it served me amazingly. And although I'm not where I want to be as far as my business and those other things, um, I see myself there already because, you know, I've been through the things that didn't serve me, right? I've lived on the edge, and I'm able to discern now, right? And for example, right? I came back to Jersey and I hang out with people that I guess I used to hang out with, right? Old friends or or like the similar crowd, right? Because obviously Jersey crowd, New York crowd is different. Um, but so I hang out with these people, and let's say I'll get invited to hang out with some people. And the person who's inviting me could be a little bit hesitant about inviting me because, you know, I am who I am. I'm pretty blunt. Um, I'm Spanish. Let's say this person is white and they invite me. And afterwards, or we'll hang out and I'll connect with these people, right? Just inherent, like just because of who I am, I can connect with these people, right? And the person who invited me, my friend, would be like, damn, I didn't know you were even capable of that. Like I didn't know that you could do that. And at that moment, he's like, yo, you're the master of adaptation. And And so me, right, I noticed that, and it's like these people are freshmen to me, bruh. These people is I've been playing varsity ball for the past 7 years. These dudes is freshmen. I'm balling on these mofos. Crossover, step back. Kofi, right? And so this is what I'm talking about, is that leaving your hometown is so fucking important. Um that's like a being from Lincoln, Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, and coming to the city, right? And then just killing it for a bunch of years in the city, and then going back to Nebraska. What is Nebraska's? What is Omaha, Nebraska's? What does Omaha, Nebraska have on New York City? Let's keep it G. Like, you're gonna go back to Omaha? I'm not even, yo, I'm not trying to slight Omaha because but that's just like the whatever, that's what came to my mind. I think I had a client who was from Omaha recently, and I'm talking about him. But like, what are you gonna do when you get to Omaha after you lived in New York City for 7 years? Come on, be honest. What are you gonna do? You're gonna kill it, bro. And and then you ask, like, why would somebody go back to Omaha if they went to New York City 7 years? They've been killing it for whatever reason. Maybe you want to spite the people that you grew up with, you know? But my point is, like, once you go back to Nebraska, you're gonna be a varsity player, and you're gonna be playing amongst freshmen. You feel me? Do you understand the dynamics that you're gonna be able to just fuck up in Omaha coming from the city? And I'm talking about New York City because that's what I can relate to, and that's what I've been through, and that's where I lived. Um, so dare to be aware of your edge. Dare to be aware of 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 where you want to go, and what can make you better. What things have you not done that you have limiting beliefs about that you can go and do so that you can develop as a person, as an individual, as a professional, as a friend, as all of these things. Um, and I don't mean live beyond your means, because it's hard to do, right? It's hard to do, to move to another city and try to live somewhere, or do something that you may not be capable of doing. So obviously there's a level of planning that you need to do. But at the same time, it's like, who are you? Who are you? Can you get this done? Can you do this? Can you live? Can you go to another city and get it done? You know what I mean? Can you? Have you? And that goes, like, it goes beyond explanation. The things that you can accomplish if you just push yourself, and if you just jump off the ledge and live on the edge. um yeah, man. So dare to be aware of your edge, straight up. um yeah, I mean, that's the message I have for you guys today. um I'm gonna have a poetry for growth segment, of course, so stick around. um I don't know if I'm gonna do this live. I think I am. I'm gonna do it in person, but I gotta get creative with it. So, but anyways, that's that's it for now. Stick around. Dare to be aware. Stick around for the poetry for growth segment, and peace. Yo, welcome back to the Poetry for Growth segment. This is a segment where I I got some shit that I'll be writing, and this is my way of getting it off, and little poetry, little self-help poetry kind of thing. You know what I mean? So that's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? This is a piece that I wrote a long time ago, bro. I think I wrote this like 4 or 5 years ago. It's pretty dope. It's called Doubt. And it goes like this. And I'm reading off the thing because I don't got it memorized, but that's okay. It goes. Doubt. A seed watered by tears of pout. Chills we feel when things turn out as less than projected. This feeling attested by switching perspective and flipping the message. It can be amended, subconscious these thoughts. They're brewed and fermented by fruits of the plight. We must stay relentless or suffer the doubt. Fuse the lamented, it acts as a buffer between what is real and what's yet to occur. But none of it's real. And if you pursue, define me this fear, this magical force, this indictment of self in illusion of court. A self-accusation that's hard to endure. Just switch up the trend and avoid the abhorred. Believe in yourself, that's how you'll stay pure. That's a motherfucking rap. That's a motherfucking rap. That's a motherfucking rap. Shit, energy. Hit it with shit. Hey. Yo, that's a wrap. My bad, I'm kicking the cam. But that's it for episode 7. And I hope you enjoyed. Tune in for another episode later on. Hopefully sooner than later, because I've been slacking a little bit. But I'm about to get on my shit. You feel me? That's right. Yeah. Dare to be aware. Go follow the Instagram. I just made it. It's Dare to, like the number, Be Aware Podcast on Instagram. Same thing on YouTube. Go check that out. Dare, the number 2, Be Aware Podcast on the gram and on YouTube. I'm going to upload this video on there and you're going to love it and it's going to be nice. And I'm going to have a, you know what I mean? It's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. And we're going to have more coming and stuff. And, you know what I mean? I'm going to do some book reviews soon because I've been reading like a fiend. You know what I mean? And I love you guys, man. The couple of, whoever listens. It you know what I'm saying? It don't got to be the whole world. It don't even got to be like, you know what I'm saying? It's straight. I fuck with it. You know what I mean? As long as I put my shit out there and, you know what I'm saying? A couple people say, yo, that was ill. That's all. That's good, man. That's good for me. So, peace out. And dare to be aware, baby. This is Alvi. Peace.